Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with Green Life with ERROR. Firstly, before I proceed, I'd like to say a very big thank you guys. Your girl just hit 100 subscribers. Thank you so much. This wouldn't have been possible without your help, guys. I see me everywhere. Thank you for the repost. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the likes and the comments. Keep the comments coming, guys. I really need more of it. This will keep my toes. This will keep me on my toes, rather. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time here, you're welcome on board. Here we talk about family, marriage, relationship, friendship, love, food, faith. We talk about God also here. And if this is what you want to hear, I bet you're in the right place. You can never get bored. And thank you guys once again. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough, anyways. So guys, on today's episode, I'll be doing a conclusion on my last days on what actually went wrong during my visa applications and how this issue was actually resolved. I'll be right back after the intro. Don't go nowhere, guys. After making the paid mail, they asked me to wait for 15 working days that you get back to me. So I don't have choice now. I had to take a chill pill and chill. And I was being open at the same time I was praying. After the 15 days came to an end, I don't hear anything. Like I didn't get any mail or any call from them. So I was a bit worried. I said, okay, let me wait till the next day. Next day came now. I still did not hear anything from them. So I just put a call through, a paid call also. Nothing is free. So you have to pay for the email and the call. So I called them and asked what was going on with my application. The guy said they will get back to me, that I should please give them another 10 working days that they'll get back to me. I said another 10 working days. And this was already almost we're already in first week in March. Yes, we're already in first week in March. That is since January 26th. I said no problem. So meanwhile, all this period, I was, reporting back to my school that this is what is on ground, that this is why I've not resumed and all of that. And they said no problem. I should just keep them I should keep them posted on the issue. So I said no worries. I waited for another 10 working days. Nothing came through. I said, okay, let me give them extra 5 days. Maybe it will be positive this time around. After 15 days came to an end again. Still nothing. This time around I became so worried. I became so worried. My husband was really paranoid. More it was a living hell for me in the house. There is no day my husband does not nag or talk about it. Like I became so irritating to him. Well, I won't blame him because a lot really went into that project. It's actually a project. Should I talk about the school fees, the proof of fund, the tuberculosis test we went to do, even the flight we took to Abuja, and other miscellaneous stuff that we did that we didn't even count. The fuel we burned to Lagos. I mean, a lot really went into that. So I wouldn't blame him if he was frustrated, but I just felt that he should have reasoned with me. What if he was the one that made that mistake? Will he be furious with himself? Of course not. He will have to chill and be hopeful. But no, my Oga was not though. In fact, people that were around me, my friends, like my inner circle, my husband's sister, yeah, I'm always calling and crying that what is so me. So it was not easy. So when the Sha eventually got back to me, which was on the I think 16th, like 16 working days, like when they now sent me a mail that afternoon. I was at home and they said that they are sorry to tell me that there's nothing that can be done. That will have to wait till October before I go to school. Immediately I got that mail. Like I've never felt this type of way before. It's like sorry, let me use this my Yoruba word, like what that me too similar. Like let me interpret it for my non-Yoruba speaking people. It was as if I like they poured me a chilled water. My body was I just feel this cold shiv. I don't know how to explain it in English, but I just feel that it was horrible. ah I started, and being an emotional baby that I am, a crying baby. If you don't know, little things really get to me. So I started crying. I had to fall. I couldn't even call my husband. I just forwarded the mail to him because he was not home. Oga was parrying. Woko to tifa. See what you've caused. This and that. Blah blah blah. That night was a living hell. Hmm. I didn't know what to do. I went to God in prayer. I was crying. I said, God, if it is this your will for us to leave this country, then you must do something because a lot has really gone into it. I was drained. That 2 months was I don't know. So that night before I went to bed, I just, I cried, I prayed, and I asked God to please, just show forth his faithfulness in this matter. That if it is his will, he should come through for me. He should not put me to shame. Come out for come so, because it was really getting I wish you guys knew what I went through that period. You won't go through what I went through in Jesus' name. You won't make such a mistake. So, guys, um, I was asleep that night and God came to me in a dream. Yes, I pray a lot and I fast a lot. So when I tell people, in fact, I don't even tell people, when I just tell people that I'm fasting today, or when I just, just like a slip of tongue, Iwo, ungbawe, like you fast, you pray. You don't look like someone that pray and fast. I'm like, eh. So they write it on the forehead that I this person pray or this person fast. I'm a believer, not just a believer, a strong one for that matter, that hears from God. Yes, I hear from God every time I go into that deep realm with Him. So that night, God came to me in a dream that, God read Romans 8, and then that was all. And when I woke up in the morning, I pick up my Bible, I started reading Romans 8, and then from verse, I think from verse 28 downwards, was really talking about that all things are working together for my good. So I said, okay, okay. I went down below. It was saying, if God could give Jesus Christ freely, how much more will He not give me things that I asked for? Like somebody that has just only one son and He gave it to us without thinking twice. Then how much more will He now me that kini visa? Psalm 24 says that the earth is of the Lord and the fullness thereof, and they that dwell therein. So God is the owner of the universe. There's nothing I ask Him that He won't give to me. So, that gave me reassurance again and confidence. And then it also talks about that, in all things I am more than a conqueror. And that was what finished the whole thing for me. So I woke up, I read the Bible, I prayed, and I went about knowing fully whether God has taken control of the whole matter. So guys, 2 days later, we're still going on our normal day. People started talking to my husband. Maybe we should call the school and then we should, forfeit the admission till October. I mean, for September 6th, this one, that one. My husband was not like, if we forfeit this admission, that means we'll have to redo our TB test, the visa, the money, and everything. Is it going to be wasted? All the effort. I said no, something has to be done. So both of us made up our mind that no, this thing is going to be resolved. So I think that week he came home from work and he said, Ola, check out me. I want people like, let's call those people again. And then I picked up my phone, I dialed their number, it was a paid mail as usual. I called, and then the first guy that picked my call, I gave him my reference number and I was so emotional on the phone and I was explaining what went wrong, that this is actually my plight, that they should please come to my aid. And my school has resumed since January 28th and I'm still here in March. Like we were almost in third week of March. So he said, and I told him that okay, I got a mail from them and they said that this cannot be resolved. He said, who said it can't be resolved? That this is a minor case. That could happen is for me to go back to my where I did my biometrics. That I will go back there, submit my visa, and they'll issue me another visa. And while he was talking, I got disconnected. I'm like, Jesus, this must be devil. This must be devil. Wait, what are my village people? You know, my husband said, oh yeah, let's go out. He drove out. We bought a new phone. because I was using this. My phone is not a Nona SIM. It's actually on my small Nokia phone. My MTN SIM was on my small Nokia phone. So we had to go out. We bought a new phone. We bought credits. The credit we bought during that period, guys, I'm not exaggerating. It's to be close to 100K. Like, I am not exaggerating. Just to call. Minus the money we paid again for the paid mail and paid calls. So we drove out while my husband was in buying, like it was one that went into the shops to get the phone. While I was inside the car with Adela, I was just crying and praying that God, please, kini is any you drew. That why did the call, why did it just got disconnected? I started praying, I started crying, I prayed, like I really poured out my heart to God that afternoon in that car. So my husband came, we drove back home. We didn't even go home. We went to a Max with holiday. We went to all the service provider Max. Like, we stood there. Maybe the reception would be better. So we called, nobody picked. We went back home again and I called again. So it was one lady that picked. Her accent was just a conk. You know what, this skunk British accent. I couldn't even pick what she was saying. She was not even telling me that she couldn't hear what I was saying. I was like, you are the one that is not speaking well. I can't hear you. She now said, she has already seen my application, that if I've called before, why am I calling again? That if I can't hear what she's saying, that she should just cut off the call. And I was still pleading with her, please don't cut, please don't cut. And then this lady just hung up. Like, we now retried again. You know, all this time we are calling. This Owolon Jolo, like our money keep burning. Nobody picked. I just told Ola, I said, see, don't worry. I think the first man will pick this up. I believe that this guy that has spoken to me is going to do the needful. He said, okay, no problem. So that afternoon, we kind of got reassured a bit. And then we've not been eating well because of this matter. We don't even like you selves. In fact, hunger no they catch person. We don't eat like that. So that afternoon, he just said, "Oh, please give me food." So I went to the kitchen and I made food for him, and we ate. And he went out. So exactly 3 o'clock, He just said, okay. While he was out, he kept calling me that, babe, has any meal popped in? I said no. He said, okay, no problem. So exactly 3 o'clock, guys, I just received this email. Man, like, God is faithful and He answers prayer. I just got this mail that, like, I should go to Abuja, that I should go to Abuja with my passport and I should submit it there. That in 3 working days, like, they will call me back. And no, I think they said 5 working days, and they will call me back, and they will reissue visa a new visa for me. So I was so happy. Immediately I called my husband. Like, Allah, oh, this is what happened. He came home. He was so happy. Immediately booked my flight the next day to Abuja. So that's, say, early in the morning. The next day, early in the morning, I went to Abuja to submit my passport, and I told them I wanted to be sent to I wanted to be sent to me and all of that. So I went home, being hopeful. We came back home from Lagos the next day. And after 5 working days, guys, I was still, well, I've not heard anything from these people. I keep checking my phone. What is wrong? So I mailed them. I did another paid mail that I have not heard from you guys. And they said they've already sent it. Like, the day I submitted, they said the next day they've already in fact, they've already even corrected it while I was calling them, that they were telling me to go and submit my passport in Abuja. So they've already even done it. They've sent it to Abuja. So it's not only for Abuja people to now call me that my stuff is ready, or I should come and collect it. They didn't call me. But when the UKVI already mailed me that they've already done the need for that, I should go back and collect my passport. So I was like, but I already told these people to send it to me. That why are they doing this? So I called them, but their customer service wasn't going through. They're very poor. Their customer service is just rubbish. So I called one of my friend that was in Abuja. Babe, please, can you help me go to the TLC center to help me collect my passport, and you send it to me in she'll send it to me. So she said no problem. So I had to send her money for logistics and all of that. So when she got there, she told I even did yes, I did a letter of authorization. Like, I drafted a letter of authorization so that she can show them when she gets there. So when she got there, they said yes, my visa is out, my passport is out, that it's here, but they cannot give it to her. That I have to come there in person to collect it. And I said, okay, I can't come. Can you guys send it to me? I'll pay. And they said, no, their paying service is not working. That if I pay, I will not get it till like 5 to 10 working days. I have to wait again. So I told her that, babe, no worries. I'll just have to come to Abuja to get it. So I called my husband and I told him, he said, no problem. He booked my flight again the next day. I had to travel to Abuja again, to get my passport, and I came home. Um, when I got it, they rectified the issue. The date was corrected. So that was how the whole matter was resolved though. We paid, like we spent money, the stress, but I was happy that it got resolved eventually, because if it was not resolved, my husband and daughter, they can't travel without me, and they'll be stuck. Their visa will expire, because normally you're supposed to travel within 3 months that you got in your visa. So, but they could not. They got stuck, and but we thank God that we are here now. So, guys, please, like I said the last time, be very careful with your applications. Don't be in a hurry. Always calm down. See what this thing has cost me. If I'd been very patient with, like I've gone through my application, if I've read through it, no, it's not actually my fault, though. It's still actually the agent's fault, but it's still my fault. So it's actually both our faults. But then God saw us through. We escaped through so many issues that people say, oh, my village people is this. It's not your village people. In fact, you are the village people doing yourself. Because at that point, during my visa application, I didn't even tell anybody I was traveling. Even my younger sister, even though that she was in my house at that period that I was, doing my application, applying to school, she wouldn't have even known I was traveling. I didn't even tell a soul. So this one is not a matter of village people. No village people. Now we they do ourselves. So many things has gone wrong in our life that we try to point accusing fingers on innocent people, not knowing that you are the cause of your own misfortune. And my other sister one day even called me. She told me that, babe, I had a dream that you guys were traveling, and that you were giving out Adela's clothes. At that point, she was even pregnant. She was actually pregnant. I was giving her Adela's clothes, and we were fighting that. I was like, no, I don't want to give you this top. I don't want to give you this top. So when she told me about that dream too, during that period, I felt that, okay, yes, this thing, Omani or Ju, finally, for my sister to, my sister was not asking me that, I be in travel. I said, no, we are not traveling, no. I love you, travel, okay. So, guys, please just be very careful, okay? Careful out there no matter what. And that is the end of my gist for today. I'll see you next week. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. And don't forget to put on your notification bell so that you get notified anytime my video pops up. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.